Hello, one and all. This is Luckless Lovelocks, and welcome back to Unavowed. We explore I guess we have our own room in HQ. A framed photograph hangs on the wall near the bed. Let's start looking around. Oh, or is this our apartment? An old photo of yourself and Vicky in front of your squad car. How did this get here? Okay, no, this is HQ. Okay, I was confused for a second. Weird. A faded old poster of a heavy metal band, Axis of Weevil. The silver crucifix might be useful if vampires are real. Well, demons are real. Scratch up violin and bow. I wonder if vampires will be real in this world and all those gothic monsters, werewolves and stuff like that. There's certainly some eclectic reading matter in this bookcase. A whole pot of espresso just for you. Somehow, it's always hot. It's a spell. Outside, you can see the hustle of downtown life on the street below. An empty, stained old sea chest. A little brass elephant with a memento of Siam written on the underside. Is that how you pronounce that? Siam? I think it is. Can I have any of this? No, we can just walk around. It doesn't look like I can actually interact with any of this stuff. Bottle of brandy crusted with age. I love all the little details. This rusted sword looks like it might break if you cough loudly. Let's not do that. Okay, let's go outside. See what's going on. Okay. Sharp little knives dot the surface of this target. This is like a practice room, I guess. And she came out of this bottle, which looks incredibly ancient and is engraved with indecipherable characters. She's like a djinn. This helmet has been buffed to a gleaming shine. A plain wooden shield hangs on the wall. Vicious-looking weapons decorate the wall. This training dummy is covered with deep scratches. We've got Mandana moves with practiced precision. There's not a drop of sweat on her. Old stone steps are black with... Is that soot? Open doorway leads to a study. How do we know that? How do we know it leads to a study? Are we clairvoyant? Do we see the future? Probably not.
You are awake. Did you sleep well?
Had some odd dreams, like a baby. You just came out of a bottle.
This astonishes you. After all you experienced.
Well, not really.
I suppose I should have seen this coming.
When you put it that way.
Introduction to the supernatural world can often have unpredictable effects on the mundane mind. It may take some time for you to process it all.
What do you call it, mundane? That's me, Miss Unpredictable. Came out of a bottle and I'm not freaking out. I'm processing it, okay? I feel like the last answers are always the ones that I want to pick. We're gonna go with that. I'm processing it, okay?
I believe you might be right, especially if last night is any indication. I think you are going to make this transition just fine. And this is good, because there is so little time to waste. My father Kailash is waiting to speak to you in the room beyond the red drapes. When you are ready, seek him out. In the meantime, relax and explore the facility. I will be here if you have any questions.
I thought maybe she might be like an otherworldly being, but her father is here, so maybe not. She just has powers. She hangs out in in an old bottle. Oh, okay. I think I was right. A colorful painting of a mother and a child. We can actually interact with that. Ship in a bottle hangs in a place of honor above the door. An ornate lamp glowing gently. A blue-green crystal glowing with a mysterious inner light. This imposing door leads down to the street. We just walk out. The spirits in these bottles are the drinking kind, at least you hope. Some more books. This bottle emits a faint hum. Smoke dances up the chimney from the warm embers of the fire. No comments on the table. An impossibly old, impossibly muscled, and impossibly blue man gazes into the fire. What happens if I click on this? Huh. Must be Mandana's mother, I'm going to assume. All right, what do you have to say for yourself?
Oh, you're the new one, aren't you?
It was either this or get arrested. Yes, I'm here to join the Unavowed. You're blue.
No, I am Kailash. I am a djinn of the ancient kingdom, and I run this branch of the Unavowed.
There's more than one.
You were possessed. How'd you let that happen?
So there's more than one branch, and he is a djinn. Didn't exactly let it happen. It was a book. I touched it, and then... Or, you think I wanted to be possessed? Let's just explain it to him straight. It was a book. I touched it, and then...
Sloppy. Such a thing would have been unthinkable once. In my day, even a newborn babe had wits enough to leave books of demonic evil alone. Mundanes today don't know they're born. The world has gotten soft. Needs toughening up. How tough are you, new girl?
So we're unavowed now, but we used to be mundane. I'm a cop. I'm trained to put my life on the line if I have to. I stopped that monster in the alley, or I got hit by lightning yesterday, several times. Let's talk about the monster.
Yes. While its back was turned, a child would be victorious in those...
I died twice.
No. You have yet to experience your true crucible, but it will come. Oh yes, it will come. At any rate, we have much to discuss and much to do. Settle in, talk to the others, get the lay of the land. I will call our meeting when you are ready.
All right. I'm going to assume Eli is down in the basement.
Yes.
Wow, a lot. Can we talk about the Unavowed? I have some questions about yourself. Can you tell me about Eli, about last night? There's a photo of me in my room. Who put it there? I'll leave you to it. I'm assuming we're going to be able to ask her all these things. Let's start from the top. Can we talk about the Unavowed?
Certainly. What is your question?
What do you do exactly?
We are peacekeepers. We protect the mundane world from the threats of the supernatural. We help who we can, destroy ones we must, and recruit those who are willing. With you, I suppose we did all three.
How long has the Unavowed been around?
As a whole, for thousands of years. But the New York branch is only 400 years old. As long as there is need of us,
only 400
we will
years.
be here.
How come I've never heard of you before? This is like, kind of reminds me of Men in Black.
We do not exactly advertise our presence. We prefer it that way. But the truth is, the last century has seen a diminishing need for our services. Things have certainly changed.
Wonder what's brought about that change. Let's ask.
Yes, supernatural threats have been escalating. It happened so suddenly we were caught unprepared. We had become complacent. We have not been recruiting. You are the first new recruit in decades. The first of many, we hope.
Some event occurred. The events were kind of on the downswing, and now they're bouncing back up.
I will do my best to answer.
What about you?
Me? What do you want to know?
Are you a genie?
The term is djinn. And yes, on my father's side.
And apparently a pirate?
No, I do not grant wishes.
A pirate on the mother's side? What an awesome combination. How long have you been with the Unavowed?
When was this city founded? 1624. Yes, I was just a child, but it was around that time.
You're 400 years old.
418. No, 19. My birthday was last month.
Yeah, happy birthday.
It is difficult to keep track, but Father always remembers.
I'd like to ask about something
I will
else
do my
after
best
that.
to answer.
I have more questions about her, to be honest. Can you tell me about Eli?
Eli is my partner and a dear, dear friend. We have saved each other's lives more often than we can count. You and he have much in common. He was once mundane, like yourself. I would recommend asking him about his transition. It might help with your own.
So he seems to be like a magic user. About last night.
Last night, yes. You gave us quite the chase. We know nothing about the demon that was inside you, but it was a wily thing.
It didn't hurt you, did I? Or I didn't hurt you, did I?
You hurt nobody. Your demon hurt several. It was taunting us, dancing just out of our reach, slaughtering whomever it could. But we got it in the end. Regardless of what happens next, we stopped it. We can all take comfort in that.
Oh, is there more to ask about last night?
Last night, yes, we know nothing about the it was
The same
taunting
thing.
us, but we can all take.
Okay. There's a photo of me in my room. Who put it there? Creepy?
I do not know. I am not being facetious. I honestly do not know.
I couldn't
This
tell.
building has housed many agents over the centuries, and they too have been given gifts. Photographs and portraits of loved ones, precious possessions long since lost. We do not question it. We merely accept it and be thankful for it.
So there's some force in this building that fetches stuff? And that was of our partner, right? Of Vicky? Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Cool. I want to learn that. An old photo of a quaint suburban house. An old color photo of Eli and Mandana. An old wedding photo hangs on the wall. We can look at... Oh, we can look at these. Beckett. Eli Beckett. Okay, so he's once married. Some precisely calculated fireball trajectories. A black and white photo of two young girls. Excuse me, Eli. Daughters. A scrawled list of obscure formulas. It's all Greek to you. An old black and white photo of a man at a desk. Thinking like an accountant, or maybe could be a private investigator. Just judging by the way things look. Or scientist. It doesn't really look like a scientist though. In terms of like, I'm talking about like stereotypical looks. Fire extinguisher is a wise precaution. Yeah, no comment on that. All right, Eli. Sorry to interrupt.
Hey! Don't surprise a fire mage like that. Bad idea. Anyway, hi. You settling in okay?
This is kind of weird. This place is pretty cool.
Yeah, I guess it kind of is. Where else can you see a guy throw fire without paying for it? But seriously, it took me a while to get used to this stuff. It's not gonna happen for you overnight. But you'll get there. Faster than you think. Anyway, I'm sure you want to walk around. I'll be here if you have any questions.
Can I ask you a few questions first?
I don't see why not.
What about the Unavowed?
I know a little bit about that. What do you want to know?
What do you guys do?
Well, we're sort of supernatural police. I guess you can relate to that, being a cop and all. Sometimes there's a threat that only we can handle, and we go and handle it. Well, I say sometimes, but lately it's been a lot more than that.
I'm curious if anyone here that's watching is playing through this game yourself and you've chosen like a different background and different character. What are some of the differences you've encountered so far? And feel free to like share that in the comment section. I'm curious. I'm not sure if I'll play through this more than once, so I'm curious to see like what the big difference is in the choices and like what big differences it makes in terms of choices. Well, we know how long it's been around, but let's just ask him anyways.
Gosh, a really long time? Sorry. If you're looking for a history lesson, Mandana or Kailash are the ones to ask. As far as I'm concerned, we do good work. That's all that matters.
How come I've never heard of you guys before? So we're asking the same questions.
You know, I wondered the same thing when I first joined. I mean, we're careful. We use veils. I don't throw fire around Times Square or anything. But the real secret, nobody notices us. It's kind of uncanny. Mundanes go through crazy mental tricks to pretend we're not there. So maybe the mundane world isn't ready for us yet, but they will be. They won't have a choice the way things are going.
So he's kind of explaining all the ghost stories that we have, right? And like all the fairy tales. It's like we're aware these things exist. We just don't want to admit it to ourselves. More threats. How much is a lot more?
Let me put it this way. There are 732% more threats than there used to be, give or take 0.5. A year ago, we'd usually be called out once a month, if at all. Now it's almost every day. And me and Mandana, we're the only ones dealing with it. Until now, anyway.
So maybe he kind of sounds like a mathematician or like a professor or something, like a math professor. Let's talk about something else.
Sure.
I'm curious about you.
I guess if we're gonna work together, we should know each other. Ask away.
How long have you been with the Unavowed?
Since the Nixon administration. I'm, older than I look.
So there's something with the Unavowed, or maybe his magic, that makes him younger? How old are you?
If you must know, I'm 92.
Wow.
It's the magic. Keeps me young.
Okay.
No surgery required.
You're 92, really?
Yeah, it is what it is, okay? I'm a mage. We live long lives. End of story.
I think I want to be a mage. Why do you live down here?
Why do you think? Fire mage here. I could easily burn this place to the ground if I'm not careful. I needed a place to practice, and a room insulated with stone was the obvious choice. Besides, I don't feel the cold, so it's quite cozy down here.
Fair enough. So you're a wizard.
Ooh, never use the word wizard. It's a social faux pas or something. I'm a mage, with a capital M. The capital is also important. At least that's what the books tell me. I never actually met another mage to find out.
Is that supposed to be like a poke on like fantasy fandom or something? Doesn't that fire hurt?
Nope, kind of tingles, but that's it. It's kind of like playing with light, at least when it touches my flesh. Clothes, though, I can burn them clear off and I won't even notice. Took about a decade and a dozen indecent exposure arrests before I managed to make my clothes fireproof.
I was gonna say, hopefully you've got more control now. Mandana told me you used to be mundane, like me?
Someone's been telling tales out of school, huh?
Uh-oh.
I used to have a pretty normal life. Then one day I set my office on fire. With my mind. Then stuff happened and Mandana found me. She brought me here. The rest is, well, history.
So he has a natural proclivity for being a fire mage. Stuff happened.
Yep.
What kind of stuff?
I bared my soul enough for one day. Barely even know you. Let's talk about something else.
Okay. I can put it together. Kinda, he probably inadvertently burnt his house down, killed his wife and kids, I'm gonna guess. Maybe. Enough about you, let's talk about... Okay, fine, enough about you.
Sure.
About last night.
You had time to process it? I know I have. To be honest, I'm just glad the exorcism worked. Took 4 days of concentration to prepare that spell. I gave it everything I had.
That's why you're so exhausted. 4 days?
Well, yeah. When you deal with demons, you don't leave anything to chance. Not to mention lightning. If I hadn't prepared, it could have fried you. Not to mention me. I just wish I hadn't summoned that thing. I know the creature was technically blameless, but I'm still not sure we made the right call. Still, I suppose it's too late now.
I'm 100% sure it was the right call to get him to eat those bodies. I was thinking about it, it was like they're destroyed anyways, you know? 30 asked about last night. Can I ask you about some of the pictures on your walls?
Look, I really wanted to get some practice in. Maybe next
He's
time.
avoiding it. A photo appeared on my wall. Do you know how it got there?
You too, huh? Wasn't long after I joined up that my first photo appeared. Scared the hell out of me. It's something to do with this building. It wants you to remember who you are, who you were. Don't think about it too hard. I've been here 50 years and I still don't know how it works.
Kind of reminds me of how he exercised us, right? And we got that demon out. He made us remember who we were. Maybe the building's trying to make sure that we don't forget ourselves with all of this crazy stuff. I'll leave you to it.
Right. See you around.
Cracked stone steps lead back upstairs. Didn't really find out too much about his past.
What is it? You ready to start the meeting?
Can we talk about the Unavowed?
I might know a thing or two about that.
I hope so. What do you guys do?
We're the wall against the darkness, the protectors of the mundane world. We might not be what we once were, but we are here, and that is all that matters.
I like his eyebrows. How long have you been around?
Nobody knows for sure, not even I. But this branch is exactly 393 years old. I know because I founded it.
How come I've never heard I'm asking the same questions, but I'm curious to hear the answers. How come we've never heard of you before?
That's gratitude for you. Used to be, you mundanes would beg us for help if a cat looked at you funny. But yes, I won't deny it. Supernatural threats became fewer and further between over the last century. There was little reason for mundanes to think of us at all. But things have changed.
So you founded this place?
Yes, this city was becoming a force to be reckoned with the supernatural forces to match. There was important work to be done. I volunteered, and here I am still.
What changed?
Yes, supernatural threats have risen exponentially. It's been difficult to contain. We need to fill our ranks. You are the first in a long line of many, I hope.
Can we talk about something else?
Well, spit it out.
Some people we know. Okay. Let's ask about some people we know.
I do not indulge in idle gossip. If you want to know of someone, ask them.
Fair enough. What about last night? Do you know anything about that?
Not now. My opinion will be given during the meeting, rest assured.
Fair enough. Let's call the meeting.
Indeed. The time for waiting is past.
Father, you met our latest recruit?
Yes. I admit she doesn't look like much, but
Hey.
we'll see what this life makes of her.
We were all neophytes once, Kailash.
Most of us, Mage Beckett. Most of us.
I'm right here, you know. Keep quiet and wait. You know, I'm right here.
I am aware of that. I have read the reports on your last mission. Mage Beckett, is it true you summoned a void creature?
Yes, by accident, I swear.
Irrelevant. Magic is unpredictable. I understand this. What I don't understand is why you let it feed on human corpses.
Well,
What will the mundane authorities think when they find tooth marks on the victims?
The creature was both a danger and an innocent. We reached a compromise. That is all.
We'll be the ones compromised if the two of you aren't more careful.
well, that one's on me. Don't blame them. It was my idea.
That may be, but you had no authority over them. It was their choice to make.
Father, regardless of our choices, the void creature is gone. We have a more pressing concern.
Yes, you let the demon escape. Your mission was a failure.
Ugh. Yeah, it's not really a failure. They saved me. I wouldn't call that a failure.
Saving you was a side objective, nothing more.
Oh, thanks.
Saving people isn't a side objective, sir.
And how many might now die because you let the demon escape?
I was so close. I had it contained, but it was stronger than I expected.
I see. This is becoming distressingly commonplace.
Nevertheless, Eli speaks the truth. We underestimated the threat.
Then that will have to be sufficient. And now to the next item at hand. Your next mission.
So soon? I only just got here.
The forces of darkness will not wait for you to get your sea legs, and neither can we. I have detected void activity in the East Village, somewhere close to Astor Place. You are to travel there, determine the cause of the disturbance, and neutralize it.
Void activity? What's that?
Activity from beyond the void. Do try and keep up.
Are you sure she's ready to go out into the field so soon?
These are dangerous times. Dark forces are coming. We don't have the time for traditional training. If she isn't able to handle it immediately, we might as well kill her now.
Tough love.
Trial by fire, sink or swim, do or die. You want to prove yourself to the Unavowed, new girl. Now is your chance. Meeting adjourned.
Well, I guess that settles that.
So who's in charge?
None of us.
Yeah, we're a team. Try not to forget that.
Okay.
Anyway, we're ready when you are.
So I'm in charge. Can we talk to them?
I have not been to the village in a long time. I am eager to see it again.
Anytime you're ready.
I just want to take a look around.
Please, we should not
Oh, I
waste
have to.
time.
Okay, I have to go.
Yeah, the subways are super slow this time of night.
All right, let's go. I mean, if that's all that we could do, why did they even ask?
Looks like the K train is down again.
And Dana counts
Eli,
the cracks in the
The
subway
K
floor.
train was discontinued in 1988.
Was
Isaac
it?
Gross in
I
the
could
book.
swear I took it to the Museum of Natural History not too long ago.
You did, in 1986.
Oh man, I love the sense of humor in these games. Can I walk around?
I guess we won't be taking the K train.
No.
Oh, click to
we will
choose your
not.
destination. Okay. Astor Place Station, East Village. So that's gonna be like our. That's where we pick where we're gonna go. It's like our fast travel. Manhattan Astor Place, 8:30 p.m.
Still raining.
At least nothing's here waiting to kill us.
Looks like this
Well,
building.
The night is young.
Looks like this building site was abandoned not too long ago. It's kind of cool that they just chat with each other. Charming. Oh, Cockard Enterprises. Whoa, what's this? Use Mandana. Oh, cool. So we could use our partners. The Alamo Sculpture, aka the Cube. It's been here as long as you can remember. Street leads further eastward into Alphabet City. Oh, the music. Wet steps lead down into the Astor Place subway station. Okay, let's go, I guess.
You seem troubled. Is something the matter?
Maybe we should walk around the block. There's a cop there. I'm a wanted criminal. Shouldn't I be wearing a disguise or something?
Whatever for. You have nothing to fear. Not with the veil in place.
So they can't see us? Did you do something to me?
Don't worry, it's totally harmless. Well, mostly. It just disguises your identity. Anyone looking at you sees slightly different features.
Oh, okay.
You are not the first new recruit to arrive with complications in the mundane world. The veil prevents awkwardness all around.
So does that mean, like, they mentioned that they use the veil to hide the bodies too? Did that mean, like, it made them disappear or something? Or to hide the scene? Great, wouldn't want things to be more awkward than they are. So nobody I know will recognize me. I suppose that makes sense. Better safe than sorry. I'm curious to know more about how it works, so I'll ask them if nobody I know will recognize me.
Nobody in the mundane world, no. The veil only works on mundanes. Supernatural beings and the void touch can see through it easily. But that law enforcement officer, he will pose no threat.
Okay. Thanks, let's keep going. Normal folks won't recognize me, but supernatural folk can. Got it. Let's go, unless there's something else you forgot to tell me.
No, there's nothing else.
Let us continue, shall we?
Do I have to talk to this guy? So we've got, let's say here, you've only been on a few arson cases. They've never been pretty. Alphabet City continues further east. Subway station. Okay. It's been a long time since you were in uniform. This officer wears it well, despite the rain. Looks pretty comfortable.
Evening, man.
What happened? You're a rough night out. Better get going. What happened here?
Who wants to know?
I'm a fellow oh, so we can... That's cool. So we have this dialogue option because we picked the cop backstory. I'm a fellow cop, like you. You're Midtown South Precinct, right? I recognize the badge number prefix.
Maybe you are, maybe you aren't. It's been in the news, but I don't blame you if you don't read that stuff. I'll tell you one thing. You see a lot of bad people in this line of work, but it takes a special kind of nasty to torch a homeless shelter.
Yeah. This was a homeless shelter?
Yeah, a neighborhood full of corporate chains, and they attacked this place.
Was anyone hurt?
A few people killed. A lot of people with second or third degree burns.
That is horrible.
I won't argue with that. I was here when the rescue team arrived. They were carted off to Beth Israel Hospital. The people here, they don't exactly have medical insurance.
Yeah. Are you sure it was arson?
That's how we're treating it. Until we know otherwise, we're treating it like a crime scene. Which means, stay back.
A rough night to be out.
Yeah, you could say that. Wouldn't be here if I had the choice, believe me.
I better get
I
going.
don't blame you. See ya.
So... Can we, like...
Don't know what I'd say.
Don't know what I'd say, okay.
I have nothing to say.
What do you need?
Oh, okay. We can talk to them also. I think we understand how he's staying so dry, but let's ask anyways.
Ancient fire mage secret. Well, no, not really. I just make the water evaporate before it hits me. It's a simple trick, but handy on nights like this.
Do you think that's a good idea? Or maybe the veil... Like, if someone saw you walking around totally dry in the rain, wouldn't they suspect something's up? Know anything about this area?
Kinda. I used to work about 10 blocks north of here, back in my mundane days. It was just factories and warehouses back then, not the university student mecca it is now.
So he was working in factories and warehouses, if that's what it was around this area and this is where he was working. What did you do?
Oh, nothing important, really. You wouldn't be interested. Let's focus on doing what we came here to do.
It's been really cagey. Any thoughts on this building?
It burnt down? Seriously, there's not much I can tell you. I only deal with the fire itself, not the after.
What do you think we should do?
We've barely left the subway. We need to explore a bit, see if we can find the source of the void activity. I have the feeling we will.
Let's talk to Mandana.
Yes?
You should conceal that weapon better. You could get arrested.
You need not worry. I will not get arrested. The very idea is so, well, pardon the term, but so mundane.
Oh, I see what you did there. So the veil that's on us, is that why nobody can see your sword?
You catch on quick. As long as I keep it sheathed, mundane society will take no notice of it.
What do you know about this area?
You call this neighborhood the village. I came of an age when that term actually applied. The street, it was a long dirt road. Homes were palatial estates, and were few and far between. This city was larger back then, and yet so much smaller. But let us not dwell on the past. Time marches on. We must march with it or be left in the dust.
Any ideas? She's gonna ask us to search around, but let's ask her anyways.
I would suggest we explore. If there is void activity here, we will find it. Or, most likely, it will find us.
Okay, let's keep going.
Agreed.
So you're thinking void activity caused this fire?
Hey, are you all right? You look a little...
taking me?
Is this supposed to be the demon that's possessed us? This building is a safe place. I'm taking you out of the cold. That's all you need to know. I need your help. You need mine. Perhaps we can help each other. I don't even know who we're talking to. I need your help. You need mine. Perhaps we could help each other?
I'll do whatever you want. Just help me. Please.
Just go through this door. Follow me in here. Just do as you're told and all will be well. Follow me in here? I guess? I don't know. Follow me in here.
Did you see that?
I did.
Neuromorphic projection. I've read the theories, but never thought. I think she's coming out of it.
So we have some latent power.
Are you all right?
Maybe. What just happened?
You blacked out, just for a minute, but...
You had a vision. We saw it as well.
A vision from your past. Well, your demon's past, technically.
Okay.
This area must have kick-started your brain into remembering. There was some psychic spillover. We could see it too.
Huh. Spillover.
Yeah, psychic runoff. Try not to think about it too hard.
This building the demon entered. It used to house the Village Eye.
The newspaper? Didn't it go out of business a few years ago?
Indeed it did. What was your demon self doing here?
Okay, I'm a bit confused because we saw ourselves and then that dark figure. Which one was the demon and which one was the dark figure? And who was actually doing the talking? Was that the demon doing the talking? Probably the demon, I'm going to assume. That we were selecting the dialogue for. So now I wonder if we'd started the game as the demon, would we be seeing this differently? I'm not sure. That's pretty cool. Starting up a newsletter for demons? Let's get in and find out. As long as I don't have another vision, I don't care. That hurt. Let's go sarcastic. Starting up a newsletter for demons?
I strongly doubt that.
Yeah, everything's digital these days. Right, enough jabbering. Let's go.
Okay, so it looks like we're gonna go in. The entrance to Tompkins Square Park. The sign blinks invitingly, suggesting warmth, dryness, and sweet inebriation. Securely closed. This manhole cover is firmly attached to the street. Another fancy clothing shop. They seem to be popping up all over this area. Locked, of course.
Well, that just figures, doesn't it?
You can access your companion's abilities via the inventory bar. You bust it open?
It is done. Be aware that if law enforcement questions me, I am compelled to tell the truth.
Okay. Can we talk about that? She's relaxed but moving with purpose. Her eyes are alert for any sign of trouble.
Yes.
Can you turn into smoking face through the door?
No. I can only transmutate into an enclosed space, like a bottle. A door is not a bottle.
But, like, the inside is like the bottle. Why do bottles work and not doors?
Do you question why you breathe air? Why alcohol makes you drunk? No. It is merely biology. It is just how it is.
Okay, but you turn into smoke. It's not biology. Let's keep going.
Agreed.
Let's not think too hard about that.
It smells very human in here.
Oh,
Looks
nice.
like people were squatting here. Half a dozen at least. Wasn't there a homeless shelter around the corner? Why live here?
It could be pride. Or perhaps they gathered here for a specific purpose.
I'm guessing it wasn't a slumber party.
Yeah.
That is doubtful.
I don't see any evidence of a pillow fight. All right, we're going to investigate this room in the next episode. Thank you all so much for watching. This is Luckless Lovelocks signing off for now, and I love you all.